Hello to everyone. I hope you enjoy these very special Broadcast Innovation Days 2020. Thank you very much for joining our webinar about our Colibri system. May I introduce myself? I'm Philipp von Senden, Managing Director of Birds Camera Solutions, which is a daughter company of Broadcast Solutions Germany. I'm sorry that I cannot talk live to you, but we will be out on a production when you're going to see this. So we were proud and happy to show you last year during the Broadcast Innovation Days 2019 our newest acquisition, the Colibri system. In the meantime, till now, we use the situation. Just to give you some examples and to show you what is possible to do with this great system. Directly after we have received our first own system for BirdsCam in April, we have been ordered to fly at the German Movie Award in Berlin, an absolutely high-class live production of the German public broadcaster ARD. Sherry Horman used to be the art director for this wonderful and special production. But already before we did this job, Colibri systems have been installed in several different studios, especially in new studios like in Korea, as you can see in the pictures, and in Israel at Fox Studios. But of course the Corona lockdown hit even us during the last months. We were happy to be able to fly again with the system in October in Bonn, the former German capital. It was a special event of the European Union in the former German parliament, where we have been able to show how a German minister signed a contract. With her Colibri, it was possible to look over her shoulder during she did the signature. Other requests and bookings that we got are, for example, a concert in a small venue, a special art exhibition, and several studio productions like Sportsman of the Year and the final show of Germany Got Talent. So once again, I hope you will enjoy our now starting webinar about the Colibri that we have held at September 29th. And if you will have any kind of questions, please press the profile below and write what you want to know. Many thanks, stay healthy, enjoy the next 10 minutes.
Okay, ready to start? Good morning from Bingen, Germany to everybody around the world.
Thank you for joining us.
Mark Schröder and me, Philipp von Senden, are delighted that people out of nearly 30 different countries have announced to attend this webinar today.
During the next approximately 15 minutes, we will present the Colibri-50 to you, one of the newest products of Broadcast Solutions.
If you have any questions about the system, please put them in the chat or the QA section. Mark will check already all the incoming questions during our demo. We will try to answer them after the presentation or get back to you after the live session. Let's start with some footage.
The Colibri-50 is the smallest and lightest three-dimensional flying aerial camera system on the market. It is constructed to fly especially in small indoor venues. Just like the bird, the system has fantastic flight skills and a working area up to 50 by 50 meters.
So if you have had the issue before that you wanted to create dynamic pictures in your but your location was too small to fly inside with one of the conventional bigger systems, or you have had the budget only for a camera crane, we have the solution now for you. The Colibri system is able to fly in the smallest venues and cost less than most of camera cranes. With its size and flexibility, it enables you to create precise and impressive shots without any limitations.
Why is it possible to fly within smallest venues like news studios, for example?
It starts with a special dimension and flexibility of the winches. Here you can see one of the winches in front of us. They are small, light. We are talking about a weight of approximately 90 kilograms per winch. Very special is the possibility to install them under the ceiling, for example on a truss, if you have limited floor space. So as you can see, you have two different setup options. You can place them on the ground. Normally we wanted to show you a graphic where you can see the setup options. Now you can see it. Okay. There are the two different setup options. You can place them on the ground as usual, as you can see on the left side in the picture, or you can put the winches up on the trusses in the height. So that gives you the possibility to hold the stage free.
Let's get to the ropes now. 2 of the 4 steel ropes have fiber cable inside for signal transmission and control of the gimbal. The other 2 ropes, and this is very special too, include the power supply for the gimbal.
So there are no batteries necessary on top of the dolly anymore. This is another great advantage that leads to a lighter gimbal with a weight of just 4.5 kilogram, including camera and lens. This benefit also reduces the sag of the dolly. Therefore, you can fly in the flattest venues nearly directly under the roof if necessary. Also, you don't have to do any kind of battery change anymore during a production.
By the way, we deliver the system including a Blackmagic 4K studio camera and an Olympus zoom lens. Tally lights are mounted around the gimbal top with the option to choose between different colors.
Let's talk about the next interesting point, the pulleys. The pulleys can be installed just at pipes, as you can see here. So you don't need any big and heavy truss constructions anymore.
But last but not least, before we start answering your questions, let's talk about the operator panels and the software.
As you can see in the picture, the system can be operated by 2 people. The camera operator, sitting here on the right side, and the pilot on the left side, who's also managing the software. The software is nearly self-explaining. It offers you the possibility to fly manually, automated, or to program repeatable flights. Furthermore, the system is already augmented reality ready.
Here you can see a few augmented reality graphics we used during our Broadcast Innovation Day last year. Please note, this is not a monitor hanging in our hall, it is a live augmented reality graphic.
To resume, why should you decide to purchase a Colibri-50? What are the huge advantages and the unique selling points?
It's the lightest and smallest 3D aerial camera system on the market.
You have got nearly no cable sag anymore.
You have nearly no shadow.
A 4K 6G camera is also already integrated in the system.
It is augmented reality ready.
It is cheaper and more beneficial than every other camera crane.
And of course, the system is DEKRA certified and has all the necessary safety certifications to be allowed to fly over people.
That brings us to the end of our presentation. So we will be able to answer your questions, if you have got questions. Mark,
Yes.
have you received the
I
first
have
questions?
one question here. With which augmented graphic systems does it work?
Nearly with everyone that you know from the market, with the Wiz engine, Trackman. We did the pictures last year at the hBID with a Trackman system together with zero density.
Yes. Okay. What is the best use case for such a small system?
Oh, there are lots of possibilities. One special use case, for example, is to use it in news studios, for example. A broadcast station from Korea already integrated one system in their studio in Korea, in Seoul. And there are other studios around the world who already integrated it. So I think if you have got an indoor studio or an indoor venue with about a flying area of 50 by 50 or maximum 80 by 80 meters, it is absolutely perfectly constructed to fly in a venue like this. Yeah.
Another interesting question came in, just dropped in now. Is the system only for fixed installation? Of course not. You can also mount it as a flexible system like we have it here, or you can do the fixed installation. Both is possible without issues.
Right. Any further questions?
Is it
Yeah.
safe to fly over people? That's one point we already had. It is DECRA certified with a DGUV 17/18. So it is absolutely safe to fly over people and certified safe. And we have steel ropes holding much, much more than the 4.5 kilo dolly.
Exactly. Something maybe what we can show again, the steel rope, as you can see here again, yeah. Brings you up to a safer point, of course.
Okay, I guess this was the last question.
Maybe in addition, we have been flying already, for example, in France, and that's very special, only with one rope. Normally, you are only allowed to fly in France with a double rope system, but this system has been certified from Bureau Veritas in France, and they allowed us, at the only one system at all in France by now, that was allowed to fly with only single rope because of this steel rope. They said that's very safe. Any other questions, Mark?
No.
Okay, since there are no more questions coming in, we will end this session here. If you have any further questions or if you need any more information, please do not hesitate to contact Mark or me.
We are looking forward to hearing from you.
Thanks a lot
Stay healthy.
and bye-bye.